Hey y'all, it's Linda. Welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I am going to touch on a video that I created a few weeks ago where I counted my entire makeup collection. I like to do that every few months to kind of keep myself in check and see what is really in my collection. But in that video, I asked you all if you would be interested in seeing my makeup storage, and several of you said that you would. So I figured I'd show you how it currently is. And the reason I say currently is because it needs an update. It really does. Like right now, it's doing okay. It's doing fine for me, but I need some more storage containers. I might want to change the drawers that I have. There's a lot I might want to change, so I figure now's a good time to show it as it is, and then we can go on from there. So if I decide to update it, I can show you an updated video. Now, I also wanted to show you this room as it is as a whole, and what that also means is I'm going to show you my filming setup. So if you are maybe somebody who's interested in what kind of lighting I use, what kind of microphone I use, everything like that, I figured I'd show it to you. Maybe you're looking to start out a YouTube channel, because to be honest, yes, I have seen some YouTubers that have massive lights all around them, and they have light reflectors, and they have this and that and the other thing. My setup is really tame compared to a lot of those people. To be honest, a lot of it is very beginner level as I'm looking around. Now, I will say my camera and my lens are the only thing that were quite expensive, the only things that were expensive. But other than that, a lot of this is fairly tame. So I figure you might want to see that. And I'm very proud of myself because I walked in here this morning and I was like, okay, I feel like I should straighten up a bit before I show it to you. And I realized I kind of don't need to. It's not messy at all. I'm actually pretty good about keeping this room clean and as organized as possible, but like there's not too much mess around, and I'm kind of like pat myself on the back for that. So let's jump into this. We're going to look at my filming setup and my makeup organization. And if you have any suggestions for good organizers, please leave them in the comments down below. I'll show you what I have. I will link as much of this as possible in case it, strikes your fancy, but let's jump in. I wanted to start with showing you guys the filming setup, and this is the whole thing. Like I said, there are a lot of YouTubers that have huge lights up here, or massive lights or reflectors. This is what I have. So this is my view when I sit down. I have this computer, which is an HP Pavilion that I use as my monitor. I have it hooked up to the camera. Now let's talk about the camera. So as I mentioned, this is the only piece that is not, it is not cheap. I will say that. So I do have a Canon EOS 90D, and I have a 35mm fixed lens. So these I just kind of keep as is. This is something I might be looking to upgrade within the next year or two, but these, again, they're not cheap. So if you're gonna invest money somewhere, a camera is a good place to, because you can find the other items for lesser than you can find a good camera. So, I mean, this again is something that I worked up to. When I started filming, I was filming not even on my phone because my phone was such crap. I started in 2013, but this has been a large upgrade for me. And then I have these two LED panel lights on either side. These came together in a kit, and these were fairly inexpensive if I remember correctly. Again, I'm going to link everything down below. But what's nice is that they have a digital display on the back of them that lets you see, what level brightness you want it to be and exactly how warm you want it to be, and you can adjust that. These are my current settings in case you would like to know for yourself. I do have it set at 4600K and 62% brightness. And yeah, these have just been very good for me. Now you can hook up battery packs to these so that they don't have to run off of a wire. But I do keep everything on my power strip down here so it can kind of just stay on at all times. But yeah, I have that set of two. And then my ring light, I don't even know if this one is available anymore. The brand is Stellar Lighting Systems, and this is the Stellar Diva 2. I've had this for so long, and it's so funny because I feel like a lot of YouTubers don't even use a ring light anymore. But I don't know, I still enjoy having mine. I really like how you can either, again, you can make this brighter or you can change the color temperature. This has really been great for me. One thing that I will say has been pivotal in my filming collection is you can see this wire down here. This is because I have an eternal battery in here, if you will, that is always plugged in. So my problem used to be with filming that my battery would run out in the middle of filming. That never happens to me anymore. I never have to worry about that. It is beautiful. This is the very last piece of the puzzle. The microphone I use is the Rode VideoMic Pro. This has been just fantastic. It does have, let me see if I can get this to focus for you. We have a bunch of different settings that you can go off of, and I'll be honest, you guys, this has kind of been the bane of my existence. Not necessarily this particular microphone, but I don't do well with sound. I'm better at lighting, I'm better at just filming, but sound is something I always want to be better. I'm always working on it for you guys, but this is a very easy to use microphone, plug and play, very simple. It only turns on when your camera is on. So I've never had the problem of, oh no, I forgot to turn my microphone on. So this has been fantastic. I really like it, but it is time to move on to the makeup storage. So real quick, before we talk about storage, I actually forgot to talk about my background. So I do have this peel and stick wallpaper, which I freaking love. This was actually a design that Bobby Burke, who was formerly of Queer Eye, did with Anthropology, and I'm obsessed with it. And I'm going to be refreshing this background for sure. Like, I like the way it looks, it's cute, but it does need a refresh. But let's move on to my storage. So I've mentioned this in the past, but I do have 1, 2, 3 of the tall Alex drawers from IKEA, and I believe these are also Alex drawers, but they don't have, you know, the cutouts for the handles, but this is a smaller one that is on rolly wheels. But we're gonna go cabinet by cabinet and I'm gonna show you everything. So this up here is a big area that I need to refresh and I want additional storage for. So mostly up here, what we have are my perfumes and my perfumed lotions, but in the back we also have my setting sprays, we have my makeup remover, we have like some lotion that I have. We have a really old bottle of champagne from when Makeup Molly had her first collab with Doll 10 Beauty. I will never drink that. But we have, like, you know, a cookie from Sigma. This is just such like a random area that I don't know what to do with. So this is even a jar from a candle that I had, and I put in here brushes that are just really, really large, just to kind of keep them out of the way. But I want some better organization up here. I don't like seeing a bunch of stuff out. I kind of like stuff to be more put away, but I feel like perfumes could be displayed nicely. So there's that. And then here I have my Melt Fatally Yours bag. I absolutely love this, and my Sigma hat. I have a koozie from BK Beauty, and this is something from Kaleidos. But these two are all makeup. So my ones that are over there are skincare based mostly, excuse me, but let's take a look drawer by drawer. So this first drawer is eyelashes and eyelash glue, as well as back here I have rhinestones and also some extra beauty blenders. This is kind of a catch-all, and to be honest, like, I feel like this drawer could be further down because I don't wear fake lashes very often. I feel like up here should maybe be something that I'm using more often, but for now this is what I have. I don't have a ton of fake lashes. I only keep ones that I really use. Like, I absolutely love bright lashes. They are my favorites. These corner lashes are fantastic. I really like the collection that BK Beauty did with Risa Does Makeup. And I do have the Melt lashes and some House of Lashes. But I know a lot of people have multiple drawers filled with lashes. I am not one of those girls. In the next drawer down, listen to this, by the way. Like, these are so obnoxiously loud. So this drawer is mainly just highlighter. I have, you know, my Unearthly. This is all my Kaleidos and then some random ones here. I have some palettes down the middle, so I have my Unearthly and Heather Austin, and back there is my Ofra. Some additional ones up here that don't really have a place. My liquid highlighters, you know, everything is in here, and I'm okay with this organization. What's a little strange is that right here, this is where I keep my concealers and like my NYX glitter glue and my eyeshadow primers, things like that. So this is a bit of a mishmash, but I don't tend to keep many concealers. I know people who have drawers full of concealer. I am not that gal. So this actually does me kind of just fine. You know, my Sigma eyeshadow base is in here as well. And I think this is okay. I feel like I would like a little more organization in here and I could spread things out more. Like maybe this should be in a drawer by itself because like the palettes that are back here, what is this? Like my Samantha March highlighter. I forgot it was back there because it got lost in the back. So anyway, that's a drawer I would really love to redo. Next down, we have my first of 2 blush drawers. And I am okay with the way that this one is set up, even though things kind of bumped the back. I might just put, because the drawers only come out to here. There's a lot of space behind there that's wasted, but I might put like a stopper or something. But anyway, so here is where we have a lot of my cream blushes because cream blushes are my baby, but I guess it's all mixed up. So we've got some Sigma cream blushes, all of the Melt, I bought the entire collection, a couple of Melt powder blushes. We have all of my lovely Finding Ferdinand blushes, which are really some of my favorite cream formulas. We have, you know, my blush palettes, like my 2 Natasha Denona blush palettes, as well as Kaleidos, and just some powder blushes by Sigma as well. And they're all in these containers, which I really like. And I was able to find them, you know, you can find a pack very cheap on Amazon, or they sell these in like Home Goods, TJ Maxx, Marshalls. So we have a second blush drawer. This one is, you know, it's interesting because I feel like it looks organized in some ways, like these all lined up makes, you know, itches my brain in such a way. And these all lined up and, you know, my palettes here. But then that, I hate this. So here's where I have like my various like Kaja liquid blushes and, you know, my squeeze tube blushes. So I feel like this needs some better organization at some point. I've got some more blush palettes here. But blush has been my thing this year. So I do foresee that I need to like organize this better because I only see this growing, if I'm being honest. Oh God. Next down we have, I am so proud of that, if I'm being honest, like so proud to have an empty drawer. I recently rearranged this. I say recently, it was probably like a year ago when we moved into the house, 1.5 years ago. So anyway, I have a few of those, not many. And then we start with the lipsticks. So right now, this is the first drawer and there is no rhyme or reason to what is in these except the fact that it has to fit. So for example, like let's take one of my Sigma lip oils. They do not fit. Oh wait, they do fit in these slots. No, they don't because it's stopping like halfway down and then they get jammed in there. They just like, look, it literally does not fit into these holes. Like it's such a strange thing. And I think I got these from Amazon and certain things do fit nicely, but not everything. Like everything that's in here doesn't fit in one of the holes. So it's like, I don't know how else to handle it. And with my pencils, I would like to get another longer case for this, or just maybe stand these up in a jar. I feel like I don't reach for them as much because they're just kind of jumbled. Next drawer down, we also have more lipsticks and a squeaky drawer. Back there, we have lip balms and lip oils in general. We have, you know, my liquid lipstick sets as well. This was from the Melt and Bailey Sarian collection. We have lip oils. We have just a variety, and I would love for this to have more flow to it. For now, I was keeping these sorted by brand. You know, we've got BK Beauty, we've got Fantasy Cosmetica, we've got Merit, and I don't know if I want to keep it organized by brand as much. I don't know. It still does delight me to do that. So we'll see. Yeah, we're going to see about that. But then these two drawers, oh God, these are embarrassing. This is like such a mishmash. So I have my entire Kaleidos lip clay collection. I want this to be with the lip stuff. Like I need to, maybe I'll move it into like one of these empty drawers or figure that out. But the rest of this, these are backups, a lot of this. So, you know, I've got a bunch of like my Supernatural Lash, and I have a backup of this lip pencil from Unearthly that I really liked. And I have Urban Decay setting spray and things like that. So there's just such a mishmash in here. There is no organization and I do not enjoy that. This is just tools like my scissors or my tweezers or things like that. So I just, yeah, this is like the junk drawer that everybody has in their kitchen, except it's here. This drawer is not much better. So I do keep in here my cotton pads and my nail polish remover. I do have a backup This scrub is so damn good. If you've never used it, I'm so glad to have a backup because Tim has stolen mine. But yeah, this drawer is also kind of just a mess of stuff I can get rid of too, probably. Like that vintage powder. Why would I keep that? I have this beautiful like brush belt. Why am I keeping that? Because I love it. That's why. But things that I don't necessarily need. So these two drawers definitely need an overhaul. But let's move on to the second set. Now this set is a lot more empty, which is lovely. So up here I just kind of have some tools. I have 2 of my Sigma switches. These are like a necessity for me. And also this is just an eyeshadow mixing palette. I wish I had more of those. I want to get some. And just like junk. This is another junk drawer here. Oh, I'm nervous to show you guys this drawer. Don't judge me. Okay, look, you are not allowed to judge me for this drawer, okay? I keep this palette here because one of the shades, oh my God, I'm embarrassed. One of the shades that I plucked out, I actually took it out, was growing mold, okay? It was growing mold. So I put it in here to see if any of the other shades grew mold. It has been in here for like 8 months now, and they have not grown mold. So this might actually be able to go back into my eyeshadow palette drawers. I don't know. I've been keeping an eye, and I've sanitized the tops of all the rest of the colors because I love this palette so much, and you can't get it anymore. So yeah, just don't judge me. You all told me to throw it away, and I didn't. Then we've got, you know, what makes sense, a random single shadow, because why not? I decluttered my palette that had all my singles in it, but I could not get rid of this beautiful colors. This JD Glow, yeah, JD Glow Seaweed. So I kept it. Ask me how many times I've used it since keeping it. 0. I also have this lovely light up mirror that ColourPop gave to us on the Creators and Friends trip in Charleston. So that's a good travel mirror to have. And then we start with the products. So these drawers, oh my gosh, I feel like they look just so disorganized, but we'll get there. So I've got all of my melt gel liners on this side. Thinking of doing a swatching video with all those, and some extra melt gel liners here. In here we have all of my brow products, and I need a longer container for this. This is actually getting to be quite full. Before I had like 2 brow products, and now I have a lot more than 2. Okay, here we have my mascara and my you know, eyelash curlers, and I actually kept the bases in here, although they probably don't need to be. These were from the Kiss collection, and these were decent, but I have to admit there's something I like better than these, so these might wind up being decluttered at the end of the year. But anyway, here I need to separate this into 2 containers at some point. This is my eyeliner, both liquid and regular. I want liquid to be in one and regular to be in another, because this makes me anxious. This makes me anxious having to dig through all that. So in the next drawer down, we've got more. This is what I call my single eyeshadow drawer, even though it's not single pressed eyeshadows for the most part. So when I said, by the way, that I have black and white bases I like better, the melt, what are these called? Melted liquid shadows. These, I love these. So I've got those. I have under here my Kaja shadow sticks. I do have some pressed shadows. And then I also keep my glitters in here. So I have my glitter pots all from Melt, and also Illamasqua. I have my liquid shadows from About Face. I have my single. These Cliona are technically, they're the fruit lighters. They're technically supposed to be highlighters, I believe. But for me, I think these are eyeshadows is how I use them. I've got some Super Shock shadows back here, but not many. And more glitter. This is all the loose glitter I've kept. I don't know if you guys remember. I used to have like 50 loose glitters, and I've gotten it down to like, what is this, like 5, 6? And that's it. And I'm so proud of myself. Like, it's beautiful. This drawer brings me joy. I like the way this is laid out. This is the kind of layout I want in every one. Then we move down and we start the eyeshadow palette. So this drawer I enjoy greatly. So we've got a lineup of a lot of palettes that are about the same size. So they're all able to fit nicely. I like that I can read them from the side. I like that they're all stacked with their spines facing up, because I like to be able to just see it and go, there's the Muerte palette. Okay, I'm gonna take that. Or there's the Nightmare Before Christmas. I can take that. Whereas when you move down a drawer, and I do like this, even though, you know, it's in one of the skinny drawers, it brings me joy. As soon as you start moving down, it gets a little more disorganized. So these aren't bad. These are all facing up and look nice and neat. But back there, everything is stacked so I can't see it. Like, I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I forget about these beautiful Odin's eye palettes that I love because they're stacked like that and I can't see them. And like, what even is my Kaleidos Club Nebula, like, because these just kind of get lost in the back there, and I've got the Kaleidos quads here and this Sigma ambiance that kind of falls down. So I would love a better way of displaying my eyeshadow palettes. I still want them in drawers. I know a lot of people put them on shelving units and things, but I still like them to be put away. But I need a better solution for this. And then we've got the worst of all of them. So this is where palettes have just gone to like be thrown in, and I don't like that. Like, I was able to put a lot of these palettes together, which I enjoy because they're all the same size again, and a lot of my Unearthly palettes, they are the same size, but they don't have any names on them, on the boxes. So, you know, I just don't like when things like this is what I don't like, when they're stacked like that. So I want to find better organization for that. And then as you move down, this could also use some better organization, but this is my foundations and tinted moisturizers and things like bronzing drops. There's really no rhyme or reason to this. These are my Salt New York palettes. I do like how they all stack up there, but like, look at the side there. They're just thrown in, and it's like, what sucks too is that for a lot of these, they can't stand up because then they're taller than the drawer and the drawer won't close. So, and this is the tallest drawer in my unit. So I just need to figure this out. I need to figure this out. This is not how I want it to be. That'll get figured out though. And then down here, is this another? Yeah, I have a couple extra storage things in here. I was using this for palettes, but it didn't work for me. So I'm probably just gonna give that away on like the free community on my page, my Facebook page. But like, yeah, I'm happy with that. But let's go ahead and move over. So over here, if I'm being honest, I don't need this desk anymore. I had this because I used to sit here and I would use, and I still do once in a while, the big mirror, which is still a fantastic mirror, but I would use that and sit here and do my makeup, but I just don't use it as much anymore. A lot of times, if I'm doing my makeup, I just grab this like hand mirror and I sit at my filming area to do it. But yeah, so this area probably could use some reworking. I have 2 PR boxes I couldn't bring myself to get rid of. We have the Sigma Beauty and the Beast, and down there is the Kiss box. I just love it. Oh, no, wait, there's 3 because there's one sneaky here. The Sigma Cool Neutrals, because this was such a special moment to be able to receive this. I can't bring myself to get rid of it. I do have some products here that I don't have space for yet. I don't know where to put them. Sigma had been very generous and sent me a ton of lip products. This is only about half of it. So I need to make room for all of this. But when you move over, I do have one more box here that's a bit of a mishmash. These are things I just want to try. Like, they've been sent to me and I still just really want to try them. There's lots of skincare here. So, you know, there's only so much skincare I can try at once. But, you know, like, what is this? Like a retinol serum that's beautiful. The Glass Skin face polisher, I've wanted to try this so badly, but I'm trying to wait till I use up the rest of my stuff first. But, oh, this was a gift from a friend. I did not buy this. I did not buy the Flaming Hot Cheetos makeup brushes, but let me know if you want to see a tutorial using that. So this smaller set of drawers is just for, let me see, I'll show you. It's weird. Okay, so here we have a lot of my current hair dyes that I've been using. We've got my Arctic Fox, we've got my Kaleidos, we have some Pallor left over, we have some Overtone. This drawer is also a mess and probably could be organized better, but I don't know, it kind of is what it is. And then when you move down, this is a lot of my body sprays and lotions. This drawer, I can get rid of most of it. No, I can't. I lied. I don't want to get rid of most of it. But like, what is this? Like an eczema relief lotion. I don't need that. I don't need it. Like this, I don't use this specific one because it was too deep for my skin tone. This, I use often. This, I use often. But anyway, this drawer is a mishmash. Then we've got jewelry, like no organization whatsoever. But is it weird that that kind of makes me happy with this? Because it's cheap jewelry, and if it's not cheap jewelry, I have it in its boxes, and you know, just where it belongs. Wait, you have to see how good this thing is. Let me see if I can do this one-handed. How good is this brooch? And it's like glittery on top. Oh my god, it's so good. But yeah, I don't mind that this drawer is actually kind of messy. It's weird that it brings me joy when it's jewelry. This is a bunch of filming stuff. So I've got like a little baby tripod and some lighting. But yeah, so that's not technically makeup storage, but it is my makeup room. Oh, feet. No, that's gross. And let's move on to the very last one. So with this last one, again, like I wanted this to keep to display. There's nothing in it, but I thought it was so pretty. These I got from Target. They're really cute. I have some cuticle oil and some water to just spray my face. But we have, okay guys, this actually does bring me joy. So I do have some things in here that need testing, but anytime I've ever gotten a PR package or a letter from a brand, I've saved it. Every single time. Or a letter from one of you guys or anything like that. It means so much to me. Every single one of these, I never take it for granted that I've gotten PR. It will always, like, it will never stop baffling me. You know, one of my first PR packages from Derma E, like this stuff means so much to me. This is kind of my nostalgia drawer and I love it. It makes me happy. Moving down, there was a minute, and when I say a minute, I mean a minute, where I decided I was going to do my own acrylic nails. This drawer was filled to the brim with the, you know, the LED light and the buffers and everything like that, and I got rid of all of it because I decided I don't like doing my own nails. I mean, this is fine. I can do this, but not acrylic. So I did keep these because these are very, very handy. They are little clips that you can put a cotton ball soaked in acetone on and just let your nails soak, and it makes taking off your nail polish easier. I have a couple sets of nail stickers, and I did like this cuticle set, but that's all I kept. Then moving down, this is where we start to get like, look how disorganized this is. And I think this is my only makeup drawer on this side, but these are my bronzers and my powders and my contours. I kind of lump them together, but we do have, you know, like it's just such a mishmash though, right? Because this is like a contour palette. This is like a liquid contour, but then we've got powder here where the lid broke off a long time ago. We've got loose powder and a powder bronzer. And then we've got pressed powder and a cream bronzer. And we've got like a loose powder and a pressed powder. Like it just, there's no rhyme or reason here. It is not organized. I should probably take the organizer that was in that lower drawer and put it in here. So I might do that. But yeah, that drawer needs work. Guys, I can't believe, I'm almost embarrassed that I'm showing you all this because this is where the drawers just have no rhyme or reason. No rhyme or reason whatsoever. Like, yes, we've got some random like lip balm from a local vendor that I really like that has honey farms and things. We've got my thigh chafing like deodorant stick. We've got some lotion that I stole from a Disney hotel. Like, there is no rhyme or reason here. And I hate this. It makes me so like jumpy. I mean, no, I do have all of my reusable pads here. This is where I keep the dirty ones once I've used them. But this needs work. This again needs work. But this is, you know, a lot of the stuff I don't use every day. I have been using this cleansing oil every day from Koki. I really, really enjoy it. And I do use my Dermalogica Daily Microfoliant. I'm sorry, it's not focusing. There we go, the Daily Microfoliant. This is a fantastic exfoliator, physical exfoliator, but like, just, it needs work. The drawer really needs work. This one's even worse, okay? This is the stuff I use every day. Not all of it, but for the most part I use it every day. And I don't like it just being here. Now I do not want it exposed to the light. I'd like my skincare to be put away, but it's like, look how messy the drawer is even. But this is, you know, my daily skincare. We've got my vitamin C serum. We've got the moisturizer I like to use every day. My essence. We've got, you know, I use this when I'm doing like slugging. We have my toners. I use this drawer every day. So I would love for this to feel better when I open it. But this is my everyday drawer. It's right at hip level. Moving lower, like, oh my gosh. I hate this. I hate it so much because again, it's just a mess. So we have here my sheet masks and just masks in general. So we've got my nighttime masks, we've got pimple patches, things like that. But this drawer could be organized so much better. And back here, we've got like a Rubik's Cube that was sent to me by Drunk Elephant. Like, what's it doing in here? Maybe that is something that should be displayed on top as opposed to in the back of a drawer. Moving lower, we have some, so these products are ones that are either backups, like for example, this Comfort Cream by Selfmade is a backup, but some of these I can easily like probably get rid of. Like for example, like these two. I've never used them. Why are they still just like sitting here? I love these eye masks, these paper masks, but why are they not with the rest of them? So that's what's bothering me about this whole, like the skincare line, is that it's just not organized. Moving down, this is sunblock and some other Derma E products. To be honest, a lot of these are giveaways for friends. Like there was a while there where they sent me Scar Gel pretty often, and it's a great product, but I only need one, and I have one in the other drawers, so those go to friends. And I have some exfoliating gloves or some aloe gloves, things like that. And finally, my hair care drawer. So this is where I keep my texture sprays and my dry shampoo and deep conditioners. This drawer needs some love too. This one just needs, again, some better organization. It really does. And I need to get rid of products that I'm not using. So this declutter series is going to be epic. So I'm also going to include this real quick, but underneath the table, this is my background. Underneath the table, in that bag is stuff to give away to family and friends. I always have giveaways whenever anybody comes over. And this closet, which I don't show too much, but this is just additional storage. That's a lot of my electronic stuff. By the way, if anybody needs to know the exact lens that I'm using, it is the Sigma 35mm f1.4. And then moving down, this is where I keep a lot of my cleaning stuff. So I keep my Cinema Secret brush cleanser, my Sig Magic cleanser, everything like that. Those are my empties, which I'll be doing a video on soon. Various makeup bags, backdrops, and there we go. So yes, that is my entire makeup room and my filming setup, and I have to pay the cat tax. My haggis. You looking handsome, buddy. He's so handsome. So there we go. That was my whole makeup collection and my filming setup. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Stay tuned though, because like I said, I do want to make some edits. Like there are certain things that are just not working for me the way I want them to, and I know could work better. I need to WD-40 every single one of my drawers. I'm aware of that. That noise, that shrieking noise is just abominable. And it's like almost like I didn't even notice it until I was filming this, and I was like, dear God. But if you enjoyed this video, I would love if you give it a thumbs up. That really helps out my channel. You all can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Those are all Glitter Fallout. And as always, and forever and ever and ever more, you guys are super freaking rock stars. And I love you so much with my whole heart. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.